Back in 2019, Ashton Kutcher stood as a witness and testified at the trial of serial killer Hollywood Ripper. Michael Gargiulo is responsible for the death of 3 young women and attempted murder of another. So on February 21st, 2001, Ashton was supposed to go on a date with Ashley Ellerin. When he showed up, she wasn't answering the door, he couldn't get her on the phone, so he thought maybe she had changed her mind. It was just something casual. He said he went around and peeped in and he saw what he thought was red wine stains. Ashley had been stabbed 47 times, with some of her wounds being 6 inches deep. Michael would strike again on December 1st of 2005. His next victim would be his neighbor, Maria Bruno. Maria had been stabbed 17 times and her estranged husband had found her in her bed. Then on April 28th, 2008, he tried to murder another neighbor. This victim would be Michelle Murphy. Michelle would testify that she woke up to him hovering over her and began stabbing her, but she fought back and she was able to get away. She said his last words to her was, "I'm sorry." This time though, at the crime scene, he also had done something differently. He ended up cutting himself so they were able to get DNA. Michael would be arrested a month later. And another case from 1993 would be linked to Michael. In August of that year, Trisha Pacquiao had been found stabbed to death on her porch by her father. This case is not in Southern California. This was actually over in Illinois, and he had run in the same social circles, and it was said that allegedly DNA was linked to this case. He was convicted of the murders of Ashley and Maria. He still seems to be awaiting trial on Trisha's case, and then also the jury did recommend the death penalty, which has been lots of delays since the end of last year.
This man got mad whenever anyone talked to the 14-year-old girl sitting next to him. The reason behind why will leave you speechless.
Sheila Frederick, a flight attendant, noticed a terrified girl accompanied by an older man. This man would get extremely angry if anyone spoke to the young girl. Thinking this was odd, Sheila managed to convince the young girl to go to the bathroom. There she left a note asking if she needed help. The young girl wrote back, "I need help." The police were immediately alerted, and when that plane landed, they were waiting for them at the airport. Turns out that young girl was being human trafficked, and Sheila saved her life. For more 7 Sins, remember to hit the plus.
Did LeBron James sell his soul? LeBron James actually did sell his soul. Now let's take a look at the evidence. First up, let's take a look at the signs. Just casually taking pictures like that. There he is doing it again. This is one of the signs. Now let's take a look at LeBron James paying tribute to Kyrie Irving during one of his games. Some people say it looks like he's doing some sort of evil ritual. I know we all saw that. Let's take a closer look at the hand gestures that he flashed. First up, we obviously got this one. We already know what that means. Then we got him flashing this one. We also know what this means as well. Now let's take a look at the reaction of the crowd when LeBron James was doing that weird ritual. Even if he is paying tribute, why is he doing these type of hand gestures? And this one right here. Caught him in 4K. Follow my Instagram and get me to 15K for more conspiracy.
Stop scrolling. Right now I came at Chuck E. Cheese to look at the creepy animatronics, and you are not going to believe what I found. So I was looking at Munch and I couldn't believe what he was doing with his hands. So I decided to look, and look what I found. An old Chuck E. Cheese pizza box. And I think there's pizza in here. Should we open it up? What the hell? What the hell?
Should I try one of these pizza slices? I mean, why was it right in front of Munch, the animatronic? I'm gonna try right now. Everyone like the video, okay? What the hell? that tastes spoiled. Ugh, you guys, that tasted like the most oldest pizza I've ever tasted. What the hell? You guys, do not trust the animatronics. They're up to something for sure.
How is no one talking about this? So the men pictured are part of the 1977 University of Evansville men's basketball team. The entire team was tragically killed in a plane crash. However, there was one lucky member of the team that couldn't go because he was sick. But guess what? 2 weeks later, he died in a car crash. This is really suspicious. And of course, I mean no disrespect to any of these people.
Here are some photos taken right before disaster, part 27. This photo was taken at the Burning Man Festival. Aaron Mitchell thought it would be a good idea to run straight into the burning effigy. And just as you would think, he burned to death. And this is the last photo ever taken of him. This photo shows 14-year-old Keith Sapsford. He hid in the wheel compartment of a flight heading from Sydney to Japan. The photo was captured by John Gilspin, who was testing out his new camera lens, when he accidentally captured the last moments of Keith's life. Geraldine thought it would be a good idea to go on a hiking expedition all by herself, but she ended up going missing, and it wasn't until 2 years later when her body was finally found. She had likely died from starvation and exposure to the elements. She tried to text her husband to contact authorities, but none of them went through, and this was the last photo of her taken before her hike.
Okay guys, I just found something incredibly weird on Google Earth and I want to know what you think.
Okay, so you are gonna go over to America. You're gonna wanna find Florida and you're gonna start zooming in towards the southern point of Florida, not Miami. It's more on the like Everglades side where it's just kind of the back country. Now, as you zoom in, you're gonna see this backcountry road that has the street view little like blue thing that pops up that lets you go down into street view to see what the heck's going on. So I want you to pop down into street view with your little man right here. And then once you get down, you're gonna start spinning around, and oh my gosh, you guys, what the heck is happening? Like, what is this? What the heck is this in the sky? Is that a UFO? Follow for more.
Weird things people used to do for fun back in the day. In the 1930s, people used to go to premature baby exhibits, meaning the hospital would put babies that were born too early on display for public to pay and see. It sounds a little messed up, but this actually helped save babies' lives. Because it was the 50s, they didn't have a lot of resources to help these premature babies. But the money they raised from these exhibits helped them buy a bunch of modern equipment.